Hello everyone, it's Kay here and I'm here today to share projects with you that I've made and completed just recently, and it is for the Issa Party link with Tmika, Scrap the World. As some people are aware, and if you aren't then do go along and check it out. She's holding a monthly little craft along, if you like. She gives you a project to do, which you then make up, you put on her news page, and all the other people taking part also post there, so there's a wealth of inspiration. And on the last day of each month the winner is declared before going into the next month's project. So this is the second month. The first month was dealt with effectively and winners were drawn. I'm trying to think of what it was we did, and it's absolutely gone. Isn't that awful? But I did it anyway. Oh, I know, it was a 12 by 12 album that Tmika had also done a tutorial from. Sorry, blank moment there. So this month's challenge or project set are these adorable little 3x3 card boxes, and if I just start with this one, Tmika does a tutorial on how to assemble the box that holds your cards, and it's designed so nicely that it just fits together like a little book. And the weight, if you put your cards in the top aspect of the little booklet, it's just strong enough to keep the booklet in a nice shape, so you don't have to be overly concerned about closures or that kind of thing. However, if you wanted to add a closure to it, then obviously that would be entirely up to you. The requirement for this one is that you use washi tape, which I've done on the spine of my little book and on the envelopes, and that you also use an embossing folder, and those are the only two main stipulations to make this project to join the challenge. So I've used this lovely glittery paper. It's very, very old, different on the back, but it all coordinates with the pink and the spotty dotty, and then these plain little flowers that are multi-layered. You can't, because of the nature of the packaging, you can't overdo the embellishment. You have to be very careful with it, because otherwise it will distort the card and the boxes, the box and the cards, sorry. So as it opens up, I've left the pockets clear because there's enough going on otherwise. Here are my envelopes, which you can see I've put through an embossing folder, and they're spotty dotty. I've just put a little bit of red line tape there. I've kept them absolutely plain, apart from the washi that's been used in the packaging. I did toy with the idea of putting a little thumb hold or something into the pockets, but strictly speaking they really don't need it. And then I've made 4 cards in keeping with the cover, and it using again the 6x6 papers. I can't remember what range it is now, but I've just made 2 of each, because clearly with it being 3x3 cards, you actually get 2 cards out of half a sheet, which is really, really good. You could make these up for a pastime for racks and sending out to friends and that kind of thing. But all in all, I've just found it to be a lovely little project to work on, immensely versatile. You can obviously use this any time of the year for whatever occasion, and just let your sentiment do the work for you. I had to put on a little bit of bling, even though the papers I've used are embossed and glitzy, but I just think it finishes it off quite nicely, and they all fit into the little box there. Clearly, once you've used all your cards, you do have the facility to just keep making little cards and use them for storage purposes. you know, it doesn't have to be over and done with just because you've used the inner contents. So that's that one. And this butterfly one, which I'm really quite pleased with, it's a Stampin' Up butterfly, and I've just put 3, I've double layered them, so they are quite obvious when you see them in real life. I don't know, you can just about pick them up. The main butterfly then, which has been inked around, a little bit of pearl bling just to pretty up and make the butterfly trail, so to speak. And then the back is completely plain with this spotty dotty embossed and glittered paper. I've used green polka dot washi tape this time just to break it up a little bit, but it all marries up nicely together. And then inside it's exactly the same, very plain, and it's the washi tape on the envelopes in keeping with the spine of the box. And you just get 4 cards and 4 envelopes in each. You didn't have to make 2, but as I do like to kind of work that way, once I've got everything out to play with, it always pays to just carry on and get another set done, so to speak. The cards are blank inside because you only have limited space within the little box carrier, so I've kept it relatively clean and simple. The butterfly again, hello as the word, and I've used the spotty dotty paper, and this paper, I don't know if you can make it out, it is in actuality little tiny birds, and again it's the 4, 2 of each. And I really am quite pleased with how they've all come out. They really are such a delight and so easy to do. There is loads and loads of time to take part in the challenge if you would like to do so. All you'd need to do is go on to Tmika's page, watch the tutorial for the overall box, and just to get from Tmika herself what is required to enter the challenge. You then upload your video link so that anyone else taking part has the opportunity to look at what you've put up yourself, and ultimately Tmika chooses a winner at the end of the month before going on to the next challenge. So, you know, as I say, if it's something you're interested in, I will leave links below the video. Do go along and have a look. A month is an awful long time to get your projects together, and certainly there is no postage. It's just the fun of taking part. The winners do get a nice little prize put together by Tmika. It is open to internationals, but I don't believe the prize that the USA ladies would get would be available to us in the UK or in the EU, but certainly a prize is available to whoever wins. So thank you once again for joining me. I have done some other things, but I'll put them up another time. Take care everyone, bye bye for now, and happy crafting.